I got involved in boxing. I used to go to an old club in Hoyk, it's down the road a bit there, just for a bit of extra training. The Stevie Lyons gym they called it. It was the original old Hoyk boxing gym. But I did rugby before that, you see, so I just used to go and do that for a bit of extra training. And then after my rugby career finished, I got involved with the Hoyk Boxing Club. And that's where it started, basically. In rugby, I played, I captained the South of Scotland team. I played for the Scotland Youth Under 18s team, we toured Spain. I played First Division rugby for Hoyk. And basically that was it, high level of rugby. I mean, rugby these days is fairies, although they're big stuff men. They're not allowed to do anything, it's all done with TV now. Those days it was just boots and saddles, as I said, you know, man up, take everybody on, it came. I fought up in Methil in Fife, an old mining village. Rough, really rough little mining town. It was that rough, the police were on the door, there was no doorman. There was over 600 people in the tournament, in the crowd, and I was fighting a local lad. We went up, we changed, crowd were kicking us, punching us on the way to the ring. Got in the ring, I was last on top of the bill, and I knocked the kid out in a minute. We were all cheering and clapping and fucking patting us on the back, and then we back to the dressing room. But we had to leave sharp because they all came chasing after us at the end of the night. I used to, as I say, I used to train at Hoyk Boxing Club, and one of the coaches there was a guy called Pat Mulroy. A lot of people know him through the bare knuckle boxing. He used to coach Decca Heggie. And I came into the gym one day, I knew Decca was looking for sparring. I'd spoken to Pat, so I came in one Friday afternoon, I can remember it. He was sitting in the changing rooms and I went in. I thought, well, he's what a lump of a boy he is. And I says to Pat, if you need any sparring, I says, I'll give this boy sparring. At this time, I'd had a good lot of amateur fights in boxing, and I was finished boxing at the time. I was doing a bit more coaching, and but I was still doing a lot of sparring. Different clubs, I used to go across the Gala Shields and spar with, do 16, 17 rounds with different boys. So I offered to spar him. He was a big lump of a lad, he needed it. So I used to finish work on a Friday afternoon, and Decca was there, so I used to go in and spar. Good fun, good strong lad. And that's how I really got into it. We spoke, I says to Decca, Decca says, you should get involved, he'd be good at it. So I cornered Decca with Pat down at the fight with Stevie Miller. God love his soul. And I was just hooked from there on in. I thought I'd have a shot. And here we are today. No, I've no pressure. I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, I helped Decca out because I really enjoy doing it. I didn't need to make a name for myself. As I say, if Decca mentioned us, it was great. I got a mention in Decca's book. He's done well for himself, but I didn't do it for to make a name. I do it because I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the training. Keeps us off the drink, keeps us out of trouble, keeps us fit. So, it's not getting any younger, so I was about 8-year-old, I was playing football with my pal. He went to army and he's in the SBS, and we were playing football, I was in goals, and he booted the ball, and I dived to try and catch it and I missed it. And he says, I'm going to start calling you a fucking Gump. That's your nickname from now on, Gump. So that's where it stuck. World famous Gump.
I always thought you were called Grumpy. I think he's probably the least grumpiest person I've met.
Excellent. As I said to you before in the gym, all the training, all the hard work, all the fighting's done in the gym. I was super fit. I was ready to go. I was nervous, like everybody. I mean, getting punched with a boxing glove is one thing, but getting punched with a bare hand was different. So I wasn't knowing what to expect. The thing about a street fight or a drunken fight in the street, you're drunk, it's over within seconds, you never feel it. But you've got a guy training the same as me for 3 months, 8 weeks to go in and hurt. So, and we're both big strong people. So I was a bit nervous, but on the day I had no nerves at all. I did all the training, I had good boys in the corner, and felt good, felt strong. So when we went into the fight, I just started off what I'd done in my training and did the business. Respect to Dave Price. He was a big mean puncher, I'll tell you that. He could bang that boy. As I say, I take my hat off to Dave. That boy took some big punches, but in the video, in the footage, it doesn't look like Dave was punching me, but every time I threw a jab, Davey was punching me the same time with the jab. And as I say, the boy can punch, and as I say, I take my hat off to Davey. The punches I was hitting him were flush. And as I say, that boy's got a granite chin, but I seen the opening and I took it. Not really. As I say, the first round is always, it's always hear 'em and scare 'em in a fight, boxing match. You're always told kids when you're coaching to go out and win the first round or see how you got on in the first round. After the first round you sit down on the stool and you discuss what you've got to do in the second round. It's just the same as a street fight. You just go in and you just throw punches and see what happens. After you settle down, that's when you get behind your boxing. So I mean, it didn't go on long enough to do that, but in all fairness to Dave, it was a good tough bout. Fucking sore. Excuse the French. Oh, that was completely different. I mean, as I say, I've got a fantastic chin, I can take a lot of punishment, but when you get that initial jab on the head, it's just different. Especially with a boy the same size as you, same strength, it's just completely different. I mean, there's nothing there except bone, and fortunately my head was a wee bit harder as Dave's in the end. Thanks, Stuart. As I say, I'm a coach now with this, with my club, and we're very successful in the gym. Myself and my coach Andy, we're successful as coaches here, but I'll never ever go back to gloved fighting. Yeah, the buzz for that was just different gravy, absolutely amazing. Initially when I'd seen it, Sean and Amanda had put on the website that they were going to do a training day. I knew that there was a show coming up in the March, and I just made the decision that I was going to go down and do the training and see what happened on the Sunday. And after the training, Sean came up and says, "I think you'd be quite good. Do you want to have a shot?" He says, "Do you want to challenge Dave?" And I says, "Behave yourselves, I'm not ready for a shot at the title yet." And he says, "Well, he thought I was." So I went home and I said I thought about it, and at the end of the day I thought the guy's got 2 arms and 2 legs the same as me, so I said, "Bugger it, let's go for the top, let's go for the title." And that was exactly what happened. That was unbelievable. The journey home was fantastic. As you see, we didn't stay over, we just came straight home. But the buzz, one of my mates was fishing over in Longtown, and we stopped in Longtown to see him at 1 o'clock in the morning. 4 big burly guys standing outside the car giving it, and there was this old couple came out of the pub, fished, and they were got across the road, and they just looked over and I thought, and they crossed back over the road and they kept walking the same way. But the journey was just amazing on the way home. Like, it was just, the buzz was unbelievable.
Homecoming hero.
And on the Sunday it was Celtic Rangers, which Celtic won. It was just another great day. Training's going good. We're 3 weeks in now. Just building in our base, getting a core fitness. Yeah, everything's going to plan. Good. Andy's grafting hard. It's really tough. Well, we get up at 5:30, 20 past 5 every morning. Into the gym for 20 to 6. We train till 10 to 7. Home. I run my own business as a plasterer, so it's quite a difficult trade. But I go out do my work, I get finished and I'm back in the gym for 4:30 at night, do my second session. So basically we do that 6 days a week. We have 1 day off, just until we get in a peak condition. First thing we do is the bike. We have bike because it's a computerised thing. It's different. It goes in different levels. So we do hill climbs. We do different sprints. So we work for 20 minutes warm up on the bike, and then after that we go into the ring, we do a shadow boxing, just move about. We use bungee cords, everything resistance training, all for strength and speed. And then we smash the circuits, 3 sets, maybe 8-10 stations, 3 sets, straight off, no rest. And then after that we go and finish with our core work, from burpees to sit-ups to you name it. Difficult, really difficult. And especially when you're 17.5 stone, it's no easy to throw your body about for 2-3 hours a day, 6 days a week. Takes its toll. 100% mate, 100%, I'll be there. At the moment, no. Sean and Amanda's quite busy at the moment, finding opponents, but whoever it is, best of luck. Best of luck to the lad. Well, we'll see after this fight. I have to get past Mrs. Walker first. I'd rather fight anybody but the wife. To be honest, we have this conversation quite a lot when we're on the boxing circuit. People say, are you mad, are this, or that. But to be honest, and people might think you're crazy with saying it, but because I've did both now, boxing, I think bare knuckle fighting is safer than boxing itself, because with boxing you take that many punches with gloves. In bare knuckle, as you say, when you get clumped with a bare hand on the end of the nose or the forehead, you either say, I want some more of that or I don't. And that's the difference. So the injuries are probably quite severe in bare knuckle, but the fights are ended quite quick. So I think if you really want to do something, you have to train. You can't just phone up Sean Smith or whoever and say, I want to have a fight. I mean, it's a professional sport like anything. You have to do the training. And I wish anybody luck that wants to have a shot. I certainly enjoy it. A big thanks to obviously yourself, Stu, for coming up here today.
Pleasure.
Huge thanks to Andy McFarlane who coaches me in the gym. This guy doesn't get enough praise. He's in here with me. He works in the trains, so he does silly shifts. So if he's on a night shift, he's still in the gym with me. When he finishes his work at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, he's in here with me at 5:30 in the morning, and then he's back in here with me when he goes to work at night. So a huge thanks to Andy. As I say, he doesn't get enough thanks. And one of the other coaches that helps out is Eddie Brogan for his muscle in the body bag. He's ruthless, strong, powerful guy. He actually helps me do my core work as well when Andy's doing a night shift. So big thanks to those guys as well. A big thanks to my wife. I better mention her. So there we go.